Hello, hello. Good morning, TSP. At least it's still morning on the West Coast. Good afternoon to all of you on the East Coast. I didn't announce that I was going live, but I decided to do so this morning because I have some group announcements, and I also want to talk about the upcoming Mercury in retrograde tomorrow, as well as how to prepare for the full moon negative energy releasing meditation tomorrow. But before I get into that, I want to give a big shout out to our member Asha. I call her Asha. She says her name is pronounced Asha, but I say Asha. It comes out that way. Asha Wagner. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday, girl. I hope that you are having a beautiful day today. I know you're going to turn up this weekend, but from TSP and from T Lotus to you, want to wish you a big happy birthday. And also, if your birthday is coming up, let me know. I probably will post something asking you to list your birthday or just message it to me so that I can keep track of everyone's birthday because we want to give a big shout out. I'm going to make sure I do that. And I see people are logging on. Hello, Lisa. Z, how you doing, baby? Sabrina, how you doing? Good to see you guys. Good to see you. I know I didn't announce that I was going live, but I just decided to do that. And I'm going to be every so often, I want to interact with you. I want to be real and available to you. So that's why I'm going live instead of just posting all the time. It's also easier for me to talk than it is to type. I love to write, but I love to talk too, as you can see. So let's talk about Mercury in retrograde. And if you are not familiar, oh, thank you, Z. Z says I'm gorgeous, but that's my secret sister, y'all. So she's biased. Okay. I know you guys have heard of Mercury in retrograde. If you are not familiar with it, Mercury in retrograde is a phenomenon where the planet Mercury appears to be moving backwards in the sky, in space. It's not really moving backwards. It is slowing way, way down. And Mercury is not the only planet that goes into retrograde or appears to move backwards. Different planets, Mars, as a matter of fact, there are a lot of planets right now that are in retrograde. And so we feel the effects of these things. But Mercury in retrograde is the one that we always hear of. It is, Mercury is the planet that rules over communication, transportation, electronics. It happens 3 times a year. Last year it happened 4. This year this is the second of the 3 Mercury in retrogrades this year, and things go a little haywire. And for people who aren't aware of it or don't understand it or don't even believe in it, stuff happens during that time. They're like, that's kind of crazy. Communication effects are, communication of all kinds. So, your conversations with people, your electronic communication, so text messaging, emails, any type of communication, even your thinking. Because your thinking in your brain, those neurons are communicating with each other. So your thinking kind of gets kind of fuzzy. If you're trying to study, it's kind of hard to. If you're a writer, you get writer's block. It affects you in all kinds of ways. Transportation, if you're driving, it's going to affect traffic. Car accidents happen. You could be walking and just walk and, trip and fall or bump into someone or bump into a pole because that's travel as well. And then let's see, electronics, that's obvious. Our devices, computers, our cable, our TVs. Last Mercury in retrograde, just out of the blue, a metallic balloon got caught up in one of the power poles outside and knocked out the electricity to my whole block. And we were the only ones affected, to my whole block. It wasn't a storm. It wasn't anything else. It was Mercury in retrograde. So these things happen. And so what I want to talk to you is first about not being fearful of this time. A lot of people are apprehensive. of Mercury in retrograde, or when stuff happens, shit happens, right? It's like, oh no, Mercury in retrograde. And I understand that because, we hate when hiccups happen. But I want to encourage you to change your focus and your perception of Mercury in retrograde. Um, that's what I did because I've been aware of MIR, and that's what I'm going to call it, MIR. I've been aware of MIR for many, many, many years. I study astrology. I call myself a novice astrologist, but that's my next, that's going to be my next certification is astrology. I know a whole lot about it. I've been studying it for 20 years. And when we talk about good morning, Michelle, good morning, sweetie. Good morning, Nikki, I see you. And I'm someone else logged on and I think I missed them. But when Mercury retrograde comes around, I roll my eyes. I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to get ready, and I understand that. But I changed my perspective. I've changed my perception. Mercury in retrograde is actually a beautiful time. Did you hear me? I believe Mercury in retrograde is a beautiful time because it is the universe's way of forcing us to stop and breathe. We live our life day to day. We're busy, busy people. I am a mom. I'm a sign language interpreter. Now I've started the Sacred Path and I'm trying to grow that. We all are busy, busy, busy people. And we kind of live our life rotely. We live our life like kind of automatically. And we kind of just do. And we don't stop and breathe. And so Mercury in retrograde is a time to stop and breathe. And I'll explain that more in a minute. There are some things that you should not do during MIR. It is not a good time to start anything new. I started this group this week specifically right before Mercury in retrograde. One, because I knew that I wanted to help us get through it these next 3 weeks. But two, I knew that if I started this group after Mercury in retrograde, there could be all kinds of mishaps, snafus, and things of that nature. So I was purposeful in starting this group on Monday instead of starting it next Monday or on Friday. Don't start anything new. Don't sign any contracts. Be very, very careful and alert and aware of your travels. Drive carefully. Expect that there will be delays. Expect that things will happen because Mercury in retrograde affects everyone, right? And everything. It is energy. Later in about a week or so, maybe a couple weeks, I will be doing a live on now I'm getting a call. I always get calls when I go live. Jeez. I'll turn off this vibrator. The vibrator. Okay, the vibration on my phone. Anyway, where was I? I was talking about Mercury in retrograde and things that we are not supposed to do. Some more things that we aren't supposed to do are, that we are supposed to do is be careful and aware about our communication. When we talk to people on the phone, in person, there will be misunderstandings. You may have to repeat yourself or say things more than once. Arguments, because misunderstandings sometimes lead to arguments. So take a deep breath before you speak. Think twice before you speak. And of course, electronics, just expect that some things will go haywire. Just expect that some things will not work the way they should. Just know, and these things happen anyway, like if it's MIR or not, but it's amplified during MIR. Now, some things that you should do. When I say that it is the universe's time and giving us and forcing us actually to stop and breathe. Nikki said, what? I leave for a road trip on Friday. That's another thing. If it's at all possible, don't schedule any trips or vacations during Mercury in retrograde, Nikki, expect that there may be a delay of some type or some type of mishap. Continue. We have to live our lives. So we have to continue tomorrow. I mean, not tomorrow, but on Friday, I get my back procedure. That's another thing you shouldn't do is get major surgeries. Delay them till after Mercury in retrograde. I'm not getting a major surgery. I am getting a medical procedure where they put me to sleep. I'm not changing that. We live our lives. So the biggest thing is to be aware. Now, what we need to do during Mercury in retrograde is stop and breathe. It is the perfect time to do the RE word. So the word retrograde starts with the letters RE. So that's how you will remember. Review, rethink, rework, reorganize. Any RE words that have you stop and breathe and kind of take a look at things before you act. I am not launching my website and my manifesting program until after Mercury in retrograde because I'm taking these 3 weeks to retweak or tweak, review and reorganize and rewrite and reword. This is the time to take the step back and just analyze and rethink about all these things. Think twice about the things you say. Think twice about those business plans or those aspirations that you that you have. Don't start anything new. Relationships, you're going on that date. You can continue to go on that date within the next 3 weeks, but that connection may or may not be what you think. You may need to rethink that. Communication, remember. So I always say new relationships, don't do it during Mercury in retrograde. Dating, we have to live our lives, but whenever there's a Mercury in retrograde, I don't, when I was single, I didn't go on dates during that time. I took the time to slow down and got to know that person more, or rethought. I rethought whether or not I wanted to go on that date. So that's what we do during Mercury in retrograde. It is the universe's way of an opportunity for us 3 times a year to stop and breathe, slow down, rethink, rewrite, reorganize, recharge. This is a good time to meditate and to kind of, tap into our higher selves and tap into our and center ourselves. Align our chakras and things of that nature. Mercury in retrograde is a wonderful time for that. And it's necessary because how many of us work, whether it's with our work or maybe we're busy moms and busy dads. Maybe, we just have so much going on in our life that we're just so tired out, we need a break. That's why we take vacations. This is the energetic way, the universe's way of forcing us to stop and take an energetic vacation. So that's what I think of it as. And I would like for you to shift your perception of Mercury in retrograde for the same reason. Over the next 3 weeks during Mercury in retrograde, there'll be some posts and some tips in the group, and I'll go live. When I do go live, I'll say a little bit about Mercury in retrograde. But that's what I want to say today as far as MIR, is that it's happening tomorrow. It will affect you. It's nothing to be apprehensive about, but aware of. And don't start anything new, but just be aware of your travels, your communication. Expect some hiccups to happen with your devices and electronics. Don't be surprised. And don't take things personally. That's another thing. Don't take things personally. It is time to kind of reset. Another RE. Reset. So breathe. Okay? It's going to be okay. Mercury in retrograde is actually a beautiful thing and a necessary thing. Okay? If you have any questions about it, let's see. What is there? I need my glasses. Here we go. Michelle says, hold on. Thank goodness for my trip. Friday was canceled. I have surgery. When will this be over? Mercury retrograde starts tomorrow on the 27th, ends on August 19th. That's the next 3 weeks. Michelle, like I said before, we have to live our lives. You scheduled this surgery. The surgery is necessary. Move forward with it. You know, just because it's Mercury in retrograde does not mean that things are just going to go, oh my God, haywire. Okay. Like I'm expecting to probably wait a little bit longer than I normally have to wait for my procedure on Friday. Maybe they won't be able to find the vein in my hand when they try to put the IV in. Maybe they, take a little longer for that. I don't expect for something like dramatic to happen because I am focusing positive energy on a beautiful outcome for my procedure. So you focus on the light, Michelle. Focus on positive energy. Move forward with your surgery. By the way, I wish you peace, love, and light, healing, and pain-free vibes to you. But just be aware of MIR, but continue to live your life. Just breathe. Just breathe. There was another comment. Nikki says, unfortunately, I can't reschedule. So do you have suggestions on your road trip, Nikki? Yeah, just drive safely. And be more cognizant and even more alert and aware of other drivers. Expect delays. Expect delays because up ahead on the road will be an accident that will cause traffic that'll slow things down. So give yourself plenty of time. Leave earlier than you expected to leave and expect delays. Expect Mercury in retrograde to affect the trip. But don't not go on the trip. You're going to go. You got to live your life. Again, we need to live our lives, but just be aware of the effects of Mercury in retrograde on our lives. Hey, baby, I see Mo is logged in. Hi, sweetie. Why do I always blush when I see his name pop up? Z says, hold up. Nikki, make backup plans if things should go wrong. Stop and breathe. Exactly, Z. You and I in tune. Yes, exactly. Be prepared for the hiccups. Yes. So, yeah. I love that we are helping each other. That's what this group is about. It's not just about me telling you stuff. I want to, help as much as I can, but it's about us helping each other because we all are, have knowledge and wisdom in different areas. Another damn call. Okay, sorry about that. I was trying to get rid of that call and then blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Mercury in retrograde. You see that? It starts tomorrow, but we start to feel the effects a week beforehand, week to 10 days. As Mercury is slowing down, we start to feel the effects. So we haven't even felt the full blown. Oh, and to you Leos, Miss Asha, your birthday's today, Miss Leo. Happy birthday, Miss Leo. To all my Leos, Mercury in retrograde is in the house of Leo this time around. So this is a particularly, I want to say, fiery Mercury in retrograde. So fiery emotions are very easily tapped into. People get angrier around this time. So again, stop and breathe and rethink. But it will affect Leos. Leos will feel this one. I felt the last one. I feel them all, but I felt the last one big time. Big time. Leos, it's your turn. Okay. All right. So that is Mercury in retrograde. If you have any more questions, post them here, and I'll be posting stuff throughout the day and just throughout the next 3 weeks. And if there's any knowledge that you have, please share. I'm not the expert, but I do know a lot, and I'm just trying to share what I know. And I'm open to learning. That's what this is about, for us to share. So now let's talk about the full moon that's happening also tomorrow. Tomorrow energetically is huge. It's going to be really, really huge. the full moon, not only is it a full moon, but it is a full blood moon eclipse. Very rare. The blood moon, lunar eclipse, all of that is happening tomorrow in conjunction with MIR. And that again was another reason why I started this group on Monday instead of starting this group next week or 3 weeks or whenever. I wanted to help us get through these things. Again, tomorrow we will be having the full moon negative energy release meditation. I keep calling it a ceremony. You can call it a ceremony. It's really a meditation. And I will have, I will lead this live tomorrow. It'll be a beautiful time to release all of the things that are not for our greater good. We are going to release negative energy and things that we need to forgive, including ourselves, bad habits, limiting beliefs. I'm going to post today and ask you guys, what are your limiting beliefs? What is keeping you from happiness? Whether it's happiness in your career or love life, or what part of your life is not happy, and what are your limiting beliefs? We are going to release those tomorrow. What you need for the meditation tomorrow, and I did post about this, is a pen and paper. I'm going to give you a little homework today, or between today and tomorrow when we do the meditation. With that pen and piece of paper, I want you to write down a list of the things that you want to release. Those things that are not for your greater good. So, for example, and I will share the things, a couple of things that I plan on releasing tomorrow. In starting the Sacred Path, and it's not just a group. The Sacred Path is actually my coaching business. Remember, I am a spiritual metaphysical life coach. I actually, in the next couple of weeks, will be a certified spiritual life coach. I've been studying and working on my certification. You don't necessarily have to have a certification to be a life coach, but I want it. That's just the interpreter in me. So I'm starting a coaching practice. And I have been back and forth on it. Mo, you can attest to this. Z, you can attest to this, because I have been pouring out to you guys about this stuff. And there's been some insecurities. I've had some insecurities about whether or not I should start this. I have overcome a lot of those insecurities because I've started it, right? But I want to release all of those insecurities. People don't know me. Who's going to listen to me? Is this going to take off? Is this going to be this? Is this? I'm going to stop that. And I'm releasing that on Friday. I can release it right now, but I really want to do it in a grand way and harness the cosmic energy of this full moon, this special full moon this Friday. So this meditation is a big one for me. There are a couple of people in my life I need to forgive because they have wronged me. And I'm a Scorpio, and so I'm really emotional. And I kind of stew in things for a while. And even though my higher self knows that it's my choice to stay in that space, I tend to do that. I don't hold grudges, but I tend to, my mind keeps twirling, and I'm like, why did this person hurt me? Why did this person do this to me? So there's a couple of people I need to forgive. And once I forgive that, I let it go. That means my mind is no longer stewing about it. I release that energy into the universe. So what we do when we release these negative things that are no longer for our greater good is that we give that energy back to the universe, because everything is energy. That is actually one of the spiritual principles of universal consciousness, is everything is energy, and it is. So I'll just take that energy that I no longer need or to hold on to. It's not doing me any good to hold on to this stuff. I'm going to release it back into the universe so that I can leave space to receive the positivity from the universe. During the meditation, I will talk about our circle of gratitude, which is breathing in the love from the universe, breathing out gratitude. I'll explain more about that on Friday. And so this is also part of the circle of gratitude. Okay. We are going to thank the things that we no longer need. So that anger that we've had, that resentment that we've held on to for whatever the reason, um, it protected us. It protected us from that hurt. It protected us from feeling that hurt or facing that hurt. It protected us from being hurt further. So there are reasons why we have negative emotions. We're human, right? And we feel those negative emotions for a reason. So don't deny that those negative emotions exist, but we don't need them anymore. We choose to focus on the light. So we will thank those things that we are releasing. Thank you for protecting me, but I don't need you anymore. I'm paraphrasing. This is not the actual meditation. But I don't need you anymore. I'm going to release you back into the universe. And I receive the beautiful energy and the beautiful light and the beautifulness from the universe. I am free from needing this anymore. So that is what we're going to do on Friday. I'm going to have my singing bowl for sound and tone. I will have a candle lit here, and since I'm leading the meditation, the light from my candle is going to amplify the energy. However, if you have your own candle, feel free to light your candle during this meditation. And let's see, crystals. Most of my crystals will be cleansing and recharging in the full moonlight. But I have my, let's see, is it up here? Yeah. I have my geode, one of them. This is my amethyst geode. I have several. This helps me connect to the divine and connect to my higher self. So I will, put this back up here. I will have my geodes because those I just charged. My other crystals need to be charged, so I won't have them with me. If you have crystals, have those. If you burn incense, burn that. I will have an incense burning too, my meditation incense. I use Big Hit. It's the big black box from India. Beautiful scent. I am going to be, so the light from my candle will be enough to amplify the energy. I ask that you be in a quiet place. Now I'm going to have to talk to my kids and let them know I'm going live and I'm meditating on Friday night. Also, I'm going to be coming back from a medical procedure. So they usually are quiet and very attentive to me. However, I do have a 6-year-old, so I'm going to make sure that they are silent while we do this meditation. And I just need you to come present, be in the moment, and just listen to my voice as I guide you through this meditation. It'll be beautiful. It'll be powerful. The tones will be powerful. And we are going to release this negative energy on Friday. And if you're not able to tune in on Friday, the full moon, by the way, you can do negative energy releasing at any time, just like you can manifest at any time. However, the full moon is just an optimal time to do it because of the cosmic energy of the full moon. If you're not able to tune in on Friday, the full moon is Friday and Saturday. Friday is the blood full moon, the bloody and the lunar eclipse. However, there is a full moon on Saturday as well. You can watch the replay, and you can do this on your own time on Saturday night as well. You can also rewatch, and I'll make sure I'll have this as one of the files once it's done, and watch this meditation and do it at any time you need to release anything negative. If something's happening in your day, the things that I will say, you can, implement into your own meditations, and it will help you to release those things. Um, and I want to talk to you about the last thing, and let me know if you have any questions about that. I will post also the instructions about preparing for tomorrow's meditation. The last thing I want to talk to you about is the manifesting masterclass series that's coming up in the fall. I just want to let you know about that. It is basically, we're releasing, but it's leading to manifesting. And we manifest every day, whether we think about it or not, whether we know it or not, we manifest every day. But I am going to be teaching a master class on manifesting purposefully, working in tandem with the universe to co-create with the universe the reality, the life that you want. And the first masterclass will be on manifesting love. So I will let you know. You'll just keep watching the group for the announcements. That also will give you information about the Love Magnet program that I am going to be offering in my practice. So, but all this stuff is stuff that you will have access to just by being a member of the Sacred Path. The manifesting masterclass series. We're going to be first talking about manifesting love and kind of focusing on that. And the reason why I started there is because most of the people that I know are not happy in love. A lot of the people in this group I met in a love group, a dating group. A lot of people that I know offline that are in this group are not happy in their love lives. And a lot of people that I've come across or that have come to me, have heard about me for Lenormand readings. The number one thing they want a reading about is love. So that is why I'm focusing the first masterclass on manifesting love. And I will let you know this is not going to be a Facebook Live thing. It will actually be a webinar, a free webinar that you guys will log into, and I will teach you how to manifest the love connection that you want, and then give you an opportunity to work with me personally, so that I can go deep with you and help you manifest your love connection in 6 weeks. There you go. And there are results. I've done this myself, and I've helped other people do it. So now I want to do this for everyone. So that's the announcement about that. Keep an eye out on that. Keep an eye out on the posts for Mercury in retrograde. Please contribute as well. If you have any information, any knowledge, please share and contribute with the group. That's what it's about. And I hope to see you on Friday. Well, not see you, but, energetically see you on Friday. Please join us for the negative energy, full moon negative energy releasing meditation. I'm really excited about that. And you'll notice on Friday, because I would have meditated before that, I'm going to be way, 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 way calm. I usually am calm, but I get excited and you can feel my energy. I will be in my meditative state when I lead this meditation on Friday. So I'm looking forward to it. You guys have any questions or anything you want to say? I know there's a little delay when I ask questions, but what do you guys think about everything that I've just said so far? Hey, Maya. Salam. I think I said hi to you guys already. People have been popping in. I see like the little faces, they pop in and pop out. Okay, so if there aren't any questions or any comments, I will leave you to it. I want you guys to have a beautiful, beautiful day. Do your homework. Write down those things that you want to let go and release on Friday. Okay? Peace, love, and light to you. And thank you. Thank you for watching me and joining me and being a part of this live chat. All right? Not live chat. I did most of the talking. All right, you guys. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.